What is absolutely hilarious as long as it's not happening to you?
Chasing after a paper blowing on the ground.
Smugly and confidently shouting the wrong answer in class.
Unintentionally insulting someone. The other day I was complaining about someone I don't like. Friend, oh, it turns out I am related to her. Her dad is an asshole too. Me, so it runs in the family. Cringe, oh, I wasn't referring to you. Someone over-trusting a fart in a public place.
My dad and I are not extremely close, and the only person I hugged on a regular basis was my girlfriend, usually giving her a kiss on the cheek. Well, one day I hugged my dad and, by habit, gave a kiss on the cheek. Neither one of them will ever let me forget it. So I'd say that.
Sending dick pics to the wrong person. Bursting out in laughter while drinking something. Or alternatively, getting wet from a person bursting out laughing while drinking. Edit, okay, could have worded that a bit better.
Someone fighting off a spiderweb. You can't see it from far away, so they just look like they're spazzing out.
Watching someone miss their bus from that bus.
Being stuck in a conversation you don't want to be having.
Waving back at someone whose wave wasn't intended for you.
Someone getting pestered by a wasp to the extent that they run away, flapping their arms at the tiny yellow and black bringer of doom. Someone accidentally making chlorine gas at work and almost killing themselves, tifu. Falling, slipping on ice.
Someone getting completely and utterly, screamingly frustrated at a video game. Because I've been there, and then been there 5 minutes later when suddenly it seems like such a stupid, silly thing to get mad over, and I laugh at myself. But watching it happen to other people is even funnier because I can appreciate the whole pot boiling over.
Getting shit on by an animal.
When someone's trousers split.
Stubbing a toe.
My high school nemesis, who thought she was the best thing since sliced bread, auditioning to be on The Voice and not making the cut. Laughing face.
A nice hit to the crotch. Had a buddy hit me so hard in the nuts that I vomited. I really wish I could have seen it happen to somebody else. I bet it was hilarious. Accidentally letting out a fart while sneezing in a quiet room full of people.
Getting licked all over by an overly needy dog.
When someone, a girl especially, accidentally rips a gargantuan fart in the middle of a lecture. The lecturer just stopped mid-sentence with a sort of horrified but also impressed look before he continued. I went red for her.
Throwing something then having it bounce and hit you in the head.
Driving forward a few feet just as a friend is about to try and open the car door. I have almost pissed my pants laughing at others' frustrations and considered murder as an option while being the victim.
Trying and failing, flailing, to getting out of clothing. Trapped head and arms are claustrophobic as hell, but everyone around you collapses with laughter.
Falling over. They literally make TV shows like you've been framed laughing at people that fall over. Trying to complete simple tasks while inebriated. Eating an incredibly hot pepper.
Accidentally saying, love you, when getting off the phone with someone who is not your so. I'm currently prepping for a colonoscopy. So my girlfriend would answer prepping for a colonoscopy. I do not agree with her at this time. Update, everything went well. I'm back home and contemplating ordering a pizza. Girlfriend is still laughing at me.
When someone desperately, utterly, totally needs a shit.
When kids mistakenly embrace a stranger thinking it's their parent. As a child this is terrifying, as an adult it's adorable and hilarious.
One time I was on the phone with an employee of mine. I was in the car driving and I saw a cop on the side of the road doing radar. I was speeding a good bit and immediately I lost all thought of what I was trying to say on the phone. Plus it's illegal to be on the phone in my state, so that doesn't help. I then promptly told my male employee, "Okay baby, I love you, bye," and hung up. I did not correct my mistake, I just did it. My girlfriend in the passenger seat was quite confused but definitely got a kick out of it. I didn't find it so hilarious, my employee did when he confronted me at work about it and I told him the situation.
Having your leg humped enthusiastically from a dog. Someone getting the perfect embarrassing nickname. Everyone is really into it, except the one guy worrying he's stuck with it for years.
Whenever some famous person does an armor and gets downvoted to oblivion.
Calling your teacher mum or dad. My knee dislocated in a public toilet yesterday and I was sitting on the floor with my ass out on the cold tile floor and about 15 people around me while waiting for an ambulance. I bet it was funny as fuck to them, ha ha ha.
Being in the stall next to someone while they shit their brains out. I've literally laughed so fucking hard at a complete stranger before and felt so bad. But it's just like, fart noises are ridiculously funny, no matter what age you are.
In high school we used to taco people's backpacks if they left them unattended. You take all the shit out, turn the backpack inside out so the straps are on the inside, then put everything back in and zip it up. You hope they don't find it until the bell, so they have to either fix it and be late or carry their inside-out backpack in their arms to the next class. People were paranoid 24/7, some even tied their backpacks to their arms so nobody could taco it. Shit was hilarious, as long as you weren't the one getting tacoed.
Watching someone try to teach a 100% incompetent coworker a new skill.
Having your golf ball hit a tree and bounce back toward you.
Looking somewhere else and then walking into a pole.
Having a campfire when my friend decided to throw his lighter in the fire. Nothing happened at first, so he bent over the fire to see why. Boom, lighter explodes, flames shoot out into his face. He looks at me afterwards, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, hairline burnt back a bit, face all red. He was okay, but damn, every time I looked at him for the next few months all I could do was crack up. My girlfriend got soaked when a car drove through a puddle on the way to work this morning. It was hilarious, I laughed and laughed, then she made a joke about how at least someone made her wet. Then I cried on the inside, a little sad face. Small animal attacks are my favorite. Ever see a pissed off goose or groundhog chase same helpless victim down a bike path? The absolute fear in a person's eyes when a small dog is ham chopping at their ankles while the owner disregards anything's happening.
When a comedian roasts someone in the crowd.
People who take like a whole 10 seconds to actually fall over. Drunk or on icy surfaces. They try so hard to right themselves but always come crashing down.
ITT, all forms of physical comedy.
Falling into a koi pond. Watching someone almost trip then do the half jog to walk it off casually.
Getting called out on bullshit.
A seagull or ibis stealing someone's food.
Failing at parallel parking with a crowd of onlookers. When somebody answers a question so wrong that you start to wonder if they're even in the class or they sat down in the wrong lecture. As an adult, having your parents move into the same apartment complex as you. My friends are going through this and I'm just tickled.
Calling the judge, Your Majesty.
Accidentally saying, I love you, when leaving a coworker due to habit.
Someone getting scared. I scared the shit out of my so when I got home from work a few months ago. Saw the TV on when I was heading up the stairs, so I figured he was still up. I heard him turning the TV off right when I was at the top of the stairs, so it was dark in our bedroom. I jumped through the doorway and yelled, "Boo!" in my high-pitched little girl voice. He shrieked at the top of his lungs, like I could hear genuine fear in his voice. I really didn't expect him to get that scared. He said he was falling asleep as I got home and that's why he didn't hear me when I opened the garage door and bounded up the stairs. I can't help but laugh every time I think about it. Like a full-on deep belly laugh. But I swear if he ever did that to me I'd be pissed for weeks.
Telling embarrassing things while being drunk. Bonus points if you don't remember anything you said the next day.
Getting chased by geese or farm animals.
Consider subscribing.